And I told my mom that I found this business that I wanted to do, real estate. She's like, okay, let's see. And in 2 weeks, I got my first sale.
In 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks, yeah, and it was like 300K. And you know what my mom said? Don't leave that business.
He loved sports, but life routed him. After graduating in 2015 and facing repeated rejections, he learned early that success isn't always defined by degrees or plans. With zero experience in a shark-filled industry, he didn't just enter the game, he built his own. From the Lagos hustle to a stake in Dubai skyline, Ramos of Lagos is redefining global real estate with faith, strategy, and bold moves. This is the Open Up Podcast with Ramos of Lagos.
People say that it's hard to find love in Dubai. Is that true?
Well, if a woman is anybody than you, that means she knows more than you. So you need to learn from her. So it is good.
So it's a good one.
It's a good one because just duplicate what she's doing. You two, you're going to earn more.
Open Up Podcast Season 3 Global Edition is brought to you by Credit Direct.
Hi, Ramos.
Hi.
Good to see you. And by the way, I love this apartment.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Gorgeous. So how have you been?
Awesome. I'm fine.
You're fine. Yeah, I'm good too. Really happy to see you again. And like we're discussing in the car, super excited to have you on the podcast. Like I said, it's not very easy, or it wasn't very easy for me to actually pinpoint a lot of Nigerians or Africans to interview that I felt were dominating in their industry and would, have inspiring stories to, tell a lot of people back home who want to be in your exact same shoes. But like they say, we see the success. But what happened to get to the success? How did you get there? They want the blueprints. They want the secrets. They want the step-by-step. So I just wanted to have a chat with you, basically, to know more about you. And I like to say that a person cannot be defined or cannot be narrated without knowing their story, where they're coming from, what led them to this moment, why they are in the position they're in, and of course now taking it to the future. Yeah. So I'm taking you
back,
rewind to growing up. How was that like for you?
I mean, it was. If I think of it now, it was fun. It
was fun.
Yeah, I miss those days where you don't have to think about anything than just to play. And I think I was really playful when I was quite young. So.
Are you the only child?
No, we're two actually. I have a really amazing brother. He's currently in the US.
Are you older or?
I'm older. He's 4 years younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was just a very playful.
It was just we just like to play, man. Just like to play. If I could remember anything, that's the only thing I could remember. And I was really good at sports. If I wasn't a real estate agent, I would probably be a goalkeeper.
You football.
I love football. Yeah, football was life for me then.
Where did you grow up? Lagos or?
Yeah, there's a place called Ayobo. Ipaja. That's where I grew up.
I know Ayobo.
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
So that means happy childhood for you.
I mean, amazing childhood because when you're that young, you don't have any stress of life, so you're happy.
I mean,
right? A
lot of people would say differently, but at least I'm happy that you had that. I had that too. I had a very playful childhood. Yeah. Last born, so I can connect with you on that one.
Do you think about anything around you?
Nope.
Exactly.
I just thought about what I was going to eat.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that was it.
Yeah.
So, what did you? Obviously went to secondary school.
Yeah.
What university did you go to?
My secondary school was in Ipaja as well. I was really bad. I was really bad in class then. I think I didn't even know what I was doing in school, except from sports. I knew sport was it, but the others I wasn't really sure what that was.
So you're not a book person?
No, I was never a book person. I never liked book. I never liked reading, except if it was interesting. But I used to write. That was funny. I used to write. If I think about it now, but reading, it depends on the story. It has to be interesting for me to read.
It has to be interesting for you to read.
This right here, this is the life we signed up for. Not just any life. A life that moves how we move. While everyone else is stressing about money problems, we're living on our own terms. This is the life that keeps us one step ahead.
Bye, guys.
Where we can enjoy and live in the moment. Why? Because it's our rules, our fun.
Hey, baby girl.
Hey, big head. Don't forget to get that laptop with your credit limit before it expires. Oh.
Ha, how can I?
This is freedom. This is flex without the stress. This is soft life. This is Credit Direct. Download the Credit Direct app now and start living the soft life for real.
What were you writing?
Basically, how I felt, I think then, come to think about it, so in school then, I had ADHD, actually. I still do. But then, it wasn't like, it was like I was stupid. You know, that's how people and teachers made it look like. You know, so, but thinking about it now, I really did had ADHD. So when they're teaching, my mind is somewhere else. My mind is probably in the future, what I want to be, what I want to look like, or what I'm doing, or something I want to buy. You know, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. You know, and they always pick on me. They're like, Ramos, what was the last thing I said? So I'm like, they're like, this guy again, you know. So
that is quite interesting.
Yeah,
so this is you like a teenager?
Yeah, this is exactly, that was my level.
What was the dream though?
Come to think about it, one of them was to be like one of the, first of all was I wanted my mom to be one of the richest person in Africa. I used to write that a lot. I want my mom to be, you know. Then it was also me, you know, also where I really want to be in future, and the next fun I want to have, you know, after class, or just how I feel.
The next fun you want to have after class.
Yeah.
That's what you'll be thinking of in class.
Exactly.
I like that. You wanted your mom to be the richest.
Yeah, it was just a young...
The richest woman or...
Yeah, it was just a young childhood. Yeah,
it's okay. Like, that tells me something. It tells me that you like your mom a lot.
Yeah, it's everything.
If your dad is watching, is he going to be jealous?
No, not really. I'm sure you understand, yeah.
Then too, he also tells me that you were already selfless.
Yes, definitely. To be honest, everybody has a word to it. But I don't think selfless is like, I don't think I can name it. You know, you just do things as it comes, you know. And sometimes it could be called selfless, fine. It really doesn't matter.
I like that. That's quite a nice dream. I hope that my future kids will want me to be the richest woman on earth.
Yeah, take good care of them. And I think they would.
Okay. So then what did you study? You went on to university, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Covenant University. That was also a school that was picked for me as well. But
what did you study?
What did I study? I studied what they gave me. You know, so what they do is you know, Nigerian school system is one of the worst in Africa, so to speak. You know, because...
Really?
Yeah, thinking about it now, you know, they give you courses depending on your grade. So they will force you to take a course.
Is that a Nigerian thing?
To be honest, I think it is, you know. And if it is not, I don't really care because you do it in the country. So it's a Nigerian thing for me, first of all. Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, as a country, you have the opportunity to create your own system.
True.
But they are stuck on the UK system that they left for during colonization and what they learned. So it's an old system. Because how do you decide on what a child needs to learn
based on your grade?
Yeah. Most times, you know, they're supposed to be studied, they're supposed to be given exam test or something to realize where the strength lies and focus on that. That's how you build leaders. But you know, they should give me what they call policy and strategic studies or whatnot about government and everything that nobody really cared about in school. You know, so that's the plain truth about that.
So it's safe to say you did not enjoy your course?
Not really. So
there is a thing. I had one of my good friends on the podcast, and
Yeah.
he says Covenant is the best school in Nigeria, and
Yeah.
Covenant teaches you excellence. Do you agree?
They do teach you discipline. You're trained with wearing tie. Always being early, and the owner, who is Papa, he's a tough man. He's a disciplinarian. He puts everybody on their feet. There's a time he expelled like 200 people at once, and he had to change it because they didn't come to church early. So discipline, following the law, following rules. Yes, but it doesn't mean it's the best school, to be honest.
I know I said Nigeria now.
In Nigeria, it's part, because to be honest, it has the infrastructure.
Yeah.
But I won't say the best, but it's a great school, to be honest. It's a great school.
Okay. I don't think I've ever met any Covenant graduates that is not proud of their school.
No.
And I'm proud of my school too.
Everyone is proud of their school if you think about it. I'm proud of my school.
No, not everybody's proud of their school. Some people don't want to even mention their school.
I can understand.
They will just use abbreviation to call the name.
I can understand. But Covenant was a great school. It was an expensive one too.
Yeah.
That wasn't the cheapest. But it was great because they had infrastructures as well.
I'm going to diverse a bit. Would you allow your kids, or would you want your kids to
my kids will school in UAE because I think for the dream I have for them, you have to set them up. You have to give them a head start. And one of it would be in international markets, for them to be able to do business in anywhere in the world, right? And before you can do business anywhere in the world, you have to understand the mindset. You have to understand what they like. You have to understand the strength. You have to just understand people in general,
market
no matter
research.
where they are. And I wish I had that. And also accent sometimes matters, especially when you're working
Is there
internationally.
UAE accent?
UAE? It's not about
Yeah.
UAE, it's just Nigerian accents. It starts from the A, B, C, D from the school. If you see the R factor that people have is from their teacher,
Who taught
them. That's why you see some people in Akure, they have
Hey.
when you're
What
your
happened to
student
my
or
people in Akure?
maybe some people in some schools in Ibadan. I'm just trying to give you an example of the teachers, so when they teach you A, B for ball, or someone will say A, do you understand? So that difference, it really matters.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Okay, so 0 to Nigerian school. Let me go back to you. So finishing Covenant, especially that you study something that you are not so interested in, curious to know the connection between studying policy and starting real estate. What did you do after uni?
You can't really, put them together because at the end of the day, the PSS wasn't what I wanted to study. And real estate was something I found when I was looking for something to do, right?
Was this after school?
This after school, yeah.
Okay.
It was first Forever Living.
Forever Living, you an affiliate?
Yeah. You're an affiliate too.
My mom.
Your mom, why? That means she was very ambitious.
Yeah, then she had the juice, what's that thing called? That yellow cake.
Aloe vera.
Aloe vera.
Something
She
like
was
that.
always dressing so good, so healthy.
We don't really know if it was good or not, to be honest. It was what they told us we were selling,
So you sold that?
Yeah, I sold to a couple of people, but the truth about it is just the journey, because that's how you start marketing. Now you start sales, you learn sales. So from there, I found real estate.
About to start, no, I really need to break down what that means because, like I said, a lot of people are watching and probably in a similar position where they just finished doing a course they didn't want to do.
Yeah.
And now they want to pursue a passion, perhaps real estate. So when you say real estate fund, is it like you just entered a building and just took a video and posted, or you just told people around you? What does that mean?
First of all, it had to do with the potential it had, what it was. And, the thing about life is whatever you do, you must always find the best way to do it, and that's the mindset. So it wasn't just like real estate was the one, and it wasn't that. It was what I found, and I looked for the best way to do real estate.
How did you find it?
How did I find it? It was online. It was like, so I was looking for stuff online. Okay, what I could do, what can I do? And I saw real estate. I'm like, what is real estate, And there is these guys who are really, really good at getting people in real estate. They used to call them billionaire realtors. I don't know if you heard of them. So they ordered them. They had like probably 20,000 agents, and they were really
in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, yeah. Right now they're also developers. So I think they had a good email marketing strategy. To be honest, come to think about it now. Then I didn't know anything about email marketing. They were extremely good, to be honest. And You know, so when you fill the form, they send you an email, then they invite you to like a meeting.
Okay.
So when I went there and they told you the potential, all you need to do is sell land. That was the Bejuleki. Sell land and blah, blah, blah. Okay.
And get a cut?
Huh? You get a commission. Okay, this is really. And I told my mom that I found this business that I wanted to do, real estate. She's like, okay, let's see. And in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, I got my first sale.
In 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks, yeah. And it was like, it was how much was this again? It was like probably 300K. And you know what my mom said? Don't leave that business. Don't ever leave this business, you know. And since then, I just.
Wait, how old were you at the time?
How old was I? Probably 22. Yeah, I think 22.
I'm happy you listened to mommy's advice.
Yeah.
That's
I was still going to do it, but there was a time when she said this, I wasn't making money. I stopped making money, so there was a drought. And I was like, oh my God, I'm tired. And like, that business you are doing, don't leave it, because for it to get you this amount, you know, that means there's a huge potential there, you know, and I stuck with it.
There is a thing, right? Like, I just want to be sure I'm getting it right. With being a realtor, is it the same as when you showed people apartments, and sometimes in Nigeria it's like there are like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing as
right?
being an agent.
So, you know, the funny thing is realtor and agent are 2 different meanings.
Okay.
You know,
Because in like Nigeria, when you're getting a property, you're like 10% agency.
Okay.
Is that a realtor?
Okay, so let me tell you what a realtor means that people don't actually know. Realtor actually means a person who employs agents. That's what realtor means. You know, but people use realtor as talking to themselves as agents, but it's the wrong word. Realtor means if I employ you as a real estate agent, I'm a realtor, which means you're getting commission under my company.
Okay.
And real estate agent actually means you sell houses to people, sell properties.
Does rental, is it included?
No, rental, it still makes you a real estate agent. As long as you're transacting in real estate, it makes you a real estate agent.
Okay.
But realtor actually just means a person who employs real estate agents.
Like
so
you.
I'm a realtor. Do you understand?
Ramos Realtors.
I don't like cliche name.
I'm coming to the name.
Yeah.
But so you started and you said there was a period of drought.
Yeah.
What kept you going in that point in time? And I am not looking for a perspire to Maguire thing right now. Yeah. I'm saying the reality that the economy when you were 22.
The economy?
Is not what it is right now. And it feels like, for me, people who started businesses then, even myself included, because I think I started at 22 as well, had more time to wing things. You know, you could still perhaps take money from folks or eat at home or whatever. But right now, it's like, if you're not hitting it, problem. So what kept you going, even when there was a drought?
Okay, so for me, I think it was, first of all, I won't call it motivation. It was ambition, right? If you know what you want for yourself, right, the drought doesn't really matter because you just know that with time, you would find a solution. Okay. So it was more about what problem was I solving then. But to me, that was not it. It was just about trying to make money, right, at the end of the day, because, you know, then Ibejuleki was 1,900,000 naira, and there was nowhere in Lagos you could get, in Lekki, especially the peninsula, you could get something of that price.
Yeah.
You know, so it made sense then that you're selling affordable lands to people, especially people in diaspora. So I don't think the economy really affects anything because majorly Nigeria, most of the buyers, a huge sum of the buyers are international investors, right? So which means that they're from different countries. Australia, because I remember my first land was in Australia when it bought. So it means that it's not just, Nigeria is not self-sustaining itself. You also have the international investors who are international Nigerians actually in diaspora. Yeah, actually pumping money into the country. Do you understand? So even if Nigeria is going through inflation or recession, that number, the number of people outside are the ones actually supporting the economy currently because of the emotional, reasoning to buy or own something in their country. So that keeps the country going.
Did you know this at the time?
I didn't know. To be honest, I didn't know it.
So it was just the ambition.
It was just the ambition, to be honest. It was just the ambition, for me that was just keeping me going then.
Okay, so then this is you selling land at Ibeju.
Yeah.
When did it translate into Ramos?
Okay, that was now when I started to solve problem actually. And this was when, so the Ibeju actually started to seem really, cliche because these guys, I don't think these guys were going to deliver those lands. I don't think they really, really own those lands. Yeah. So I mean, because I had to also do some calculation as well, and I saw that this couldn't work in the long term, So I decided to sell houses, Then I was just seeing properties online. Probably there was portal. Then you see them, when you're driving by. So I had to live in one of my friend's house then in Lekki to be able to access because I couldn't come from Ayobo all the way to.
Yeah, it's quite far.
Yeah, it was quite far. Because at the time I even did twice. Ayobo to Lekki two times a day just because I needed to close the transaction.
Yeah.
So I had to stay in my friend's house. Then from there I was scouting. Then I realized that people were not really making videos of properties. They were using pictures, and sometimes the quality of the picture were not so good.
Not good.
So what I just decided to do was I decided to get videographer, then start recording content, doing videos and making them see. And that was how Ramos came to
marketing.
The marketing was good. It changed everything. And now you see in Nigeria, everybody's doing videos, boo boo. But then it was like, okay, videographer come, okay, let's do the video like this and let's put it together like this and it makes sense. And that was how I was able to, separate myself from the rest. Yeah.
Nice. I think that actually makes sense because I remember even before I met you in 2023, I had noticed that about your brand.
Yeah.
And you're right about that because a lot of, especially young people, are just looking at aesthetics, but it also helps even for the older crowd, for the crowd in diaspora. It's like nobody wants to buy something that looks terrible, especially when you cannot take them in for a physical inspection. So I think you really did solve a problem.
Yeah, I did, to be honest, I did.
Because from my own end, I was looking at it like aesthetics, but I see it differently
So
now.
people needed to see what they're buying, to see if it made sense or not. And to be honest, it really did a lot because I was closing a lot of transactions in a week because of that, yeah.
Nice. So I like that you actually went there because I don't know what your number is on Instagram right now, but Ramos Lagos Realtors.
Yeah.
Do you know the numbers?
Yeah.
Let me test
you. You mean what do you mean number? Is it the sales?
Your IG followers.
Oh, it's like 200 and something thousand.
You don't even know.
I don't track. I don't track numbers actually.
See what success is.
You track sales, not numbers.
Okay, so Ramos of Lagos, 267,000 followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does that make you feel?
Nothing, to be honest. If I was in the country, then it'd be more than that. If I was still in the country, like if I was consistent.
So why I brought that up is 267,000 followers now. It's safe to say that your business is solid in Nigeria.
You can say that.
Of course, I can say that.
You can say that.
Is that you wanted to oppose it?
Solid. It depends on how you see it. From your own point.
It's organic, right?
Definitely, 100%.
Exactly.
I don't believe in buying. It doesn't even work when you buy it. So.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I believe it's organic too. And why I said that because I was one of those people that used to follow the page. I still follow the page. Yeah. And why I asked that is, in a lot of ways, in some ways, of course, that doesn't translate to the books, the numbers you're selling, all of that. But it shows that at least marketing-wise, you are hitting a niche.
Yes.
My first thoughts when in 2023 you told me you're moving, or you had moved. You were not in Dubai.
Not really moved, yeah.
Yeah, like you were in Dubai, not moving.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself that, but this thing was going quite well in Lagos.
Yeah.
What inspired? Because it's almost like even as it was growing was when you made that move.
Yeah.
What made you do that?
I believe that when you at least have confidence in yourself, you tend to also look for newer challenges, right? And for me, like I said, when I was a kid, I'd never ever thought of staying in Africa for the rest of my life and going in business and
secondary school.
massage the business so well that it's grown. Okay, yes, I'm a chief. No, I believe that we could, as Africans, also reach the world, right? And for me, it was either Canada, was US, but US was very difficult, and UAE seemed like a place where you can actually learn. And that was when I decided, okay, I was going to open another company in UAE, and that's what I did. So it was not moved because the business is doing so well, because what I've noticed about our mentality in Africa is we have a lot of emotions to our business, and our business becomes very attached to us, But to be honest, it depends on your goal. If that's what you like, it's fine. I'm the kind of person I don't really have emotional attachment to what I'm building. I'm building something. And if it's time for me to start something else, I don't mind selling that thing. I'm moving to something else. That's how life works. It's a journey. And I'm here to enjoy it, not to,
not to slave after the business.
Yes, no. Because at the end of the day, when you're gone, trust me, it's never going to be the same. You can take Apple, for example. What other innovations have they done since George was gone? Nothing, because that's the visionary. Yeah, exactly. Because he's the visionary. So you can see, so when you're gone, trust me,
it's not the same.
It's not the same. So why not, enjoy? That's my perspective, by the way. So why not just, create things? Because right now, if you look at it deeply, I have almost 3 businesses.
Actually, what's the third one? What's the second one?
So I actually have a development company in Nigeria. I'm building a house with a closed car garage. I currently opened
a house is it for sale?
For sale, yeah, definitely. I also opened an e-commerce business, but it's still in the design process. So I'm creating a product, that I can sell to international market, right? Your world.
Nice. And
right now I'm also thinking about working on property portal for Nigeria, because I see that there's a lot of scare about the kind of property they're buying, and transparency is also not there. So I'm thinking about bringing in property portal where we can have verified properties.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So 3 businesses. So it wasn't about the success in Lagos. It was about pushing the envelope, pushing the boundaries.
Correct. Yes.
That makes a lot of sense. It's safe to say you're a very ambitious person.
Yeah.
Okay, before I move on to the future, which is where we're heading to, I want to tie in a bit of emotions. You mentioned earlier you don't have emotional attachments to your business, but emotional attachments to relationships. What was it like leaving friends? I don't know if you left a partner. Like when I say partner, I don't mean business partner. I mean a woman.
Yeah.
Coming to Dubai, starting afresh, or even being this kind of person that you are or have always been, and navigating friendships and your love life and family as well. How's that been for you?
One thing I would say is don't try this.
Don't try it at home.
Yeah, don't try this. To be honest, I don't. I don't wish it on anyone because it's tough. And staying away from your family and not really having friends is quite hard. But at the end of the day, it's a sacrifice you made, and you have to live through it. So majorly, the business has become at least the best friend I know I have currently, and ensuring that I'm able to grow and understand life much better is the priority for me, to be honest. Living your comfort zone is one of the most difficult things anyone can ever do, right? And if it was easy, everyone would do it, right? So if you look at it, I'm the only real estate guy from Nigeria who literally has a company that started something and is there in another country. All the friends I know, or shall I say colleagues I know, who come here in 2 weeks, go back home because they know how it is. Once you leave your business, it starts to dip immediately because Nigerians, people want to deal with owners, People want to deal with owners, and when they don't see the owners, they go somewhere else. And that's one of the challenges that I know that I've faced in Ramos of Lagos, that, Ramos is not there. Okay, let me just go to the next CEO that is always making videos, But the good thing was we are able to self-sustain without my presence. So I have real estate brokers who are closing deals without me. So which means people are not just about who I am, it's about what we do and what we can deliver. And that's the major thing. That's what business is.
You have gone back to business. But I asked
Because
you...
everything, that's it.
No,
to be
so
honest. That's it for me. Business is everything.
Wait. So are you saying that it doesn't matter to you to marry, to have kids?
Kids.
Yeah.
It does matter, but like they say, you have to make the right choice, and the woman you marry really matters. And I think it's a decision that I am very careful with, so to speak. So I'm not in a rush. It's in the Bible, if you're a Christian, it says it's okay to be single as long as you don't fornicate. Okay.
Okay.
Be close to God and be single. And if you want to marry, it's also a beautiful thing.
So you're not
that.
pressured at all.
I'm not. I don't. There's no pressure.
People say that it's hard to find love in Dubai. Is that true?
I really do not know. I really have no idea about that. I don't know. I've not experienced it before, so I can't answer to that. I think I've met people who are married here who actually met their
got married.
partner here. Yeah, I've met people who met a partner here and they are happily married. So I can't speak on that matter.
If we were to assess your thoughts, what would be the largest percentage of your thoughts going to? What will you go to?
Largest percent of thoughts? My thoughts?
Yeah.
$2 billion. $2 billion, actually.
What would $2 billion do in my life?
Let me tell you what my thought is. My thought is actually, also adding an impact, to the world. And, Instagram has this particular dose of, or should I call it dopamine, that we get really attached to Instagram and think everything that we do actually is around Instagram. And that's what I've realized, because there are times in Dubai that Instagram has not helped me in Dubai, if I tell you that.
It does not help you?
No, it does not help me. If I led on Instagram, I don't think we'll be having this interview. I don't think I even have an office,
Wow.
So Dubai doesn't, people don't buy from Instagram on Dubai, just very few. And that is not sustainable. It's more of networking, reaching out to people, talking to people. That's the only way you can actually break through in this country, to be honest. So I had to learn that because I was always dependent on Instagram. Oh my God, I struggled a lot when I first got here. Thinking people will buy from you through Instagram, and that's not the case. They want to hear you. They want to hear you speak. They want to connect. They want to touch you. They want to feel. They want to know who you are. Before they can invest with you, and that's something I actually learned. So Instagram is basically like that dopamine where you just receive a client, oh, I'm getting some money. But if you really, really, really want to become a billionaire, Instagram can help you do that.
So your thoughts are around how to make 2 billion and how Instagram did not help me make this 2 billion.
Yeah. I had to learn that I cannot depend on Instagram the way I used to in Nigeria.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, you see, it is very.
Very interesting. Okay. I see that you're very, I don't want to use the word workaholic.
Yeah.
But before I even go into that, this is something personal. So I'm going towards your personal side. I had seen a post of you in 2023, and you had written you were with your parents, actually. Yeah. And they were right beside you, and you said they're separated, but they're still best friends.
I said, did I take that picture? I think I did.
No,
It's still there, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a good thing, right?
Do you think does that affect your view on how you see marriage or partnership? Let me not say, because nowadays people are doing partners or having kids with people. Did that change your view?
I think my growing up affected it definitely would affect my thought process because I was raised by a single mother. But I think positively, yes, it did, because I believe that your spouse, even if it doesn't work out, shouldn't be your enemy, right? At the end of the day, because the main goal is the child, the child doesn't have to suffer your mistakes. I don't know if it makes sense. Yeah. So seeing them friends, it's interesting to me,
Even to all of us.
Really? Yeah, it's interesting. My dad literally built a house close to her.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yeah, because he wants to. Yeah. So for me, I find it interesting because he looks up to my mom, and he actually dropped the ego. I'm sure there's some people that looked up to their spouse, but the ego is the problem. So own up to the fact that, look, I made a mistake. You are better. Just teach me. And, it's one of the difficult things that men can ever do because of the ego. But he was able to be, and for me, I see that as strength,
That is actually a strength, like you said, because a lot of men and their egos are very close. Are you close to your ego?
I am I think I try to be, when it comes to business, I don't have ego, trust me. When it comes to relationship, I think there's some ego there, and I know about it, I pay attention to it, and I know when it's a problem, But when it comes to business, I don't have any ego.
Okay.
You can't have ego in business.
I would like to play a little fun, I don't know, hopefully it's fun game based on that.
Okay.
I just invented it, the ego test.
All right.
So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions.
No, you don't ask me, can I marry a woman that is richer than me?
I could ask if you want. No, but not necessarily.
Okay. I was just joking.
Are you ready for? You want to think about it?
No, it's fine. No, go on.
We can go ahead. Okay. Who should be the head of the house?
Who should be the head? I don't think there's any head, to be honest.
Okay, that's fine. That's the question.
That's it.
Wait, I'm moving on.
Okay.
Are you comfortable with a woman any more than you?
Bro, if a woman is any more than you, that means she knows more than you. So you need to learn from her. So it is good.
So it's a good one.
It's a good one because it just duplicates what she's doing. You two, you're going to earn more instead of fight it. So it doesn't make any sense.
A scenario where you go to maybe Singapore on a visit, you find a woman and you like her and she's doing very well over there. Her to move over to Dubai, you to move over to Singapore. Both of you are doing very well. Okay, so I don't know. Is there any option? Yeah, these are, unless you have other options, you can also create
because I think in this situation it's based on the agreement, and first of all, it's based on the feeling. Are you fine with going to Singapore? Not really. Not really. What am I doing? Because you have built your business. Exactly. In Dubai. Like, I'm even finding out to go to Nigeria and Dubai together. I'm not going to have to that airport to that. Come on now. It's too stressful. I know. You're setting yourself up for failure, for serious one. But no. Does it matter the gender of your child? What do you mean? Male or female? No, it doesn't matter. But I wish male. Female. Sorry. But please give me female. Oh. Yeah. Why? Why? I don't know. I feel like it's that's the only time I might become really vulnerable, and I feel like I just want a female child as first, and if it doesn't, it's fine. I'm good with male. I just feel like female is cool. You and the guy will be macho. Yeah, we're going to be like but no, not macho. We're going to be friends, but he needs to also take care of his mom. Oh, there's a thing I saw on IG before I move on to the future. It says I don't know who posted it, but it was talking about family, like this rich couple. And they were in first class and their kids were in economy. And they're like, yeah, it's our money. No. Do you agree? No, that doesn't make sense. If you cannot afford, people have different perspectives, right? But for me, if I can't afford to put them in business, we'll all stay in the economy. No, even if you can afford. We'll all be in the business. If I can afford. Yeah. Why this is in the economy? So the idea was go and learn how to make your own money. No, there are best ways to train children. They see these people are not robots. Children are not robots. They're human beings. They have feelings. True. They understand things, So you can discipline them in business. You can also let them enjoy the luxury of actually becoming successful. Okay. What do you think that moving back into this UAE and Niger? Yeah. What do you think, when you juxtapose it, how does it make you feel? Looking at the government of Nigeria, looking at the government of UAE? I don't feel anything. I feel Nigeria has a problem that needs to be solved. And I think we can solve it. Because at the end of the day, most of the billionaires that come from Nigeria are probably solving the problem in Nigeria, right? Like Dangote or Otetola and co, right? And if you look at it now, tech startups like the OPay and Money Points are also making a lot of money. And look at the cryptocurrency guys as well. So there are opportunities there. So I don't think there's any difference between now and then. Now there are just more opportunities to be solved. It's just the standard of living that is the problem. But for me, they all have their different strengths and weaknesses, both UAE and Nigeria. So I don't think there's any difference. It just what works for you is what you. So I don't
You don't think there's difference in Nigeria?
No, I don't.
UAE?
I see. I won't advise anyone.
Hey.
I won't advise anyone to come
Okay.
to UAE because Nigeria is hard.
Yeah.
Because when you get here, it's going to be harder.
UAE is hard.
It's going to be harder. I'm telling you, it's going to be harder because for you to survive in UAE, you have to be extremely good at what you do. I felt I was really good at what I do. When I came here, I knew that I was shit. I needed to start dump everything I knew and start over, start relearning, understanding that you have to cold call to get listings. You know, there's data. You have to figure out how to get data. You have to understand the market. You have to know what property sold in 2022 compared to now. If I ask any average, how was the property sold for in 2019 to now, they might not be able to answer you.
Yeah.
If you ask them why did prices increase drastically in Nigeria, you will hear something else. Because I've seen all the things that are going on, but I'm just quiet because, to be honest, if I cannot solve it, what am I saying? What does my voice have to do with it? People will say, your voice will bring the market, but will it change it? It won't change the problem because it's in-depth. Inflation, can it convert in inflation?
No.
It's brain that solves inflation. Brain, you have to think about what to do in government to solve inflation. And if I don't think I can see, until I'm ready to solve it myself.
Are you going to solve it? Are you looking to come to Nigeria to solve it?
Yeah, so the last time I was in Nigeria, we did a research on how we can look for different materials to build properties so to make them cheaper. We considered wood, but the problem was we don't have the skills to actually build with wood because you have to get them from abroad. Then you have to pay in dollars, which makes it more expensive than brick and mortar, right? Because most of the things that are making property cost high is going to be the price of cement, iron as well. Then you have block and all those other finishing material. So we also thought about cement, foam gum or foam cement or something like that, right? We also saw that too doesn't solve it. So the only option we have currently is container housing. I
was about to say that.
Yeah. But the problem is container housing too is getting expensive. So the inflation is general. And guess what? This is Nigerian mentality. This is the problem, one of the major problems. So if you start importing something a lot, what happens is the price just becomes high because you're importing it a lot. That's just the issue. But for us, that was the only viable solution to it. That we're going to drop the time frame it takes to build a house by 3 to 4 months, which saves us a lot of money on labor. And the cost of container is not so much because to build a one-story, all you need is probably 4 containers, which costs about 3.5 million each. The only thing that's going to take our cost is to make sure it doesn't look like a container. Yeah. So that's the option. And what we decided was when I finished this particular building, I was going to go into that.
Okay. That sounds exciting. Looking forward to that. So they're bringing, because I'm not sure I've heard about that in
People do it in phase 1. If you go to phase 1, they do it right now.
No,
but it's just
for businesses now.
Yeah, they do it for commercial spaces most of the time.
Oh, I've seen it like a shortlet.
Yeah, you can say also shortlet probably. People are scared. Maybe they're scared to sell it. Because it's still like you say it's container. Like, what? No.
My hard-earned money for container.
But the price, if I give you a property, if I give you a property for 80 million, and in that location they are sold for 150 million. And if you look at it, mine is even better because I'm able to give you porcelain tiles, good finishing. Which one will you go for if you think about it deeply?
Yeah.
Nigeria is slow to accept change.
New things.
Right? But at the end of the day, if the change provides value, durability, trust me, I think they would. It's just marketing, that's just it.
Okay. So I've gone on and on about business. I think I feel like a realtor right now. Let's end this off with what do you do for fun? First of all, Ramos, is that your name?
That's my surname, yes.
What's your first name?
Adeyinka.
Adeyinka. What does Adeyinka do?
Crowns. Oh, I thought you said what does Adeyinka mean, sorry. What do I do?
For fun. Please don't tell me. Video games? Okay. That's it.
Talk about business ideas.
You know what? I think this is where we have to end this interview. So it goes back to we're on a loop on business.
Loophole, yeah. My life is a loophole, trust me. It depends, to be honest. Maybe if I have a client who's an extrovert, yes, I would go out with him.
Do you got friends? Do you go watch? Are you a movie person?
No, not really. I'd rather just watch it.
I'm going to ask you 10 this or that. Okay? So tea or coffee?
Tea.
Spaghetti or swallow?
Spaghetti.
Indoor, outdoor?
Indoor.
Indoor. Music or movies? Or should I put none there? Music, movies, or books?
Books.
Ah, how did I know you'd be a book person?
I'm not a book person, but I force myself to do
You
it.
first, okay, because of learning and it will make you business.
Yeah, you have to learn. That's how you
Ties
learn.
back. Spicy food or not?
Spicy.
Like spicy guy. I know you're wearing a suit now, but suit or a casual?
Casual.
A casual guy. Okay. Would you rather have a house on the outskirts of town, maybe a beautiful view, maybe some greenery, or a house in town?
Outside town.
Outside town.
Yeah.
Okay. Many kids kind of guy or few kids?
Many.
Many. Interesting.
Few. What's
No,
few?
it's okay.
What's few to
few
you?
is like 2, 3. Many is like 5, 6, 7.
Okay, few.
Few. Okay. So 2 or 3 is many to you.
Yeah, 4. I want 4 actually.
Yeah, it's kind of many. All right, that's it. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining me and for being so hospitable. I really love this apartment. I really wish I could buy it, but
Yeah.
if you want to go meet Ramos on all his pages, he has Ramos of Lagos. He has Ramos Realty Dubai.
Yeah.
He has one of Lagos as well, which is what? Ramos Realty.
Ramos. Actually, so it's Ramos Real Estate Nigeria. So we changed the name.
Ramos
Yeah.
Real Estate Nigeria.
Yeah, Ramos Real Estate Dubai. Yeah.
Meet them and get your apartments, whether in Lagos or in Dubai.
Yeah.
I'm currently in Dubai. This is our Dubai edition of the Open Up podcast. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, leave a comment. Comment him, he's doing so well. Comment me as well. So I'm going to see you on the next video, and I have someone very interesting that I'm interviewing right here in Dubai. It's the Dubai edition brought to you by the Open Up podcast. My name is Amanda Dara, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
The Open Up Podcast Season 3 Global Edition is brought to you by Credit Direct.